Alright, I'm gonna try to do this all in one go. Here's how I did this shot. So first I had a 3D model of my head. This is old, so I had to change it a little bit. I removed half of my head so I could see the skull, and I started matching it with my head. I'm gonna say head so much in this, but it doesn't matter. So I mashed it up with my face, right? Next thing I did was, I tried tracking it, tried getting it on the head, mashed up the lighting and everything, freaking magnificent in every way, shape, and form, but there was nothing to track on my face. No markers, no nothing. I didn't really think this through. This is why you always do VFX tests. And manually tracking sucks, and it did not work. I tried doing that, using that one tracker, using a piece of acne on my face, but it just, again, it didn't work out, despite me having the bone attached to it and everything. So, I recorded another video. I completely started over after seeing how messed up everything was. You know, tried aligning it with my face, did some malleability in this. I don't know what you want to call it. I just tried matching it with my face, alright? And it clearly did not go well, alright? So I retried it, I retracked it, I redid everything, and despite it, me retracking and doing a different video, it clearly wasn't working well, right? I redid the modifier, I set inverse, whatever you want to call it, whatever that means. Even watching this YouTube video, it did not help me out. So, even manually putting it on there didn't work, so I just decided, hey, since I'm having to manually do everything, and everything sucks, Blender has this problem where sometimes you just have to restart it for it to work at all. So that's exactly what I did. I restarted from the beginning, redid the tracking, redid everything, and boom! Freaking magnificent. It's actually working now. I just gotta get it to stick to my face, and that's just a matter of the modifier thing. See, now we're all good. Now I gotta bring in the skull, okay? I'm doing pretty good on this right now. Ugh, goofy. But anyway, I matched it up a little bit. As you can see, it was a little weird at first, but it just took a lot of adjusting, and I finally got to match up. Alright, this is alright. I'm only going to be able to use the second half because the first half is kind of messed up, but that's just a matter of getting better tracking. I added HDRI. I added the, I corrected the HDR, wait, texture. I added texture, okay? I put in my head. I matched up my head. Again, this is an old 3D model on my head, okay? So I have to change it up a little bit because this thing right here, this little add-on is what I was supposed to use to make that 3D model of my head. But for some reason now, after I see I need a license, it's $500 now. Apparently, what I used years ago to make my head was a beta, right? Generous of Unreal Engine, I know, right? So I just redid it myself manually, and it's all right, I guess. It's usable. So onto tearing my face apart in the skull. Very much removed this, added some modifiers to make it look nice, and did the same thing with my face. I know it looks really creepy, but it is what it is. Alright, lighting, boom. Alright, I did some textures. It took quite a few times actually to get my face to actually, I don't know why, like the image texturing and stuff is always so tedious with this, but eventually it works. So now I'm going to peel off the part of my face that is the only part that I'm going to keep, really. All I need is a section of my skin to blend in with the skull from my actual face on video, and that's what this is right here. Now I need to add some depth into it though, right? Some flesh, some all that. So I added a displace, edited that a little bit with sculpting, and boom bam boom bada ba ba pow, added some fleshy texture to, wait, nope, I'm not doing that yet. Apparently I added some shrapnel to stick in my face later. Alright, now I'm adding a texture to the flesh. But I needed a holdout thing to block that from happening that you just saw. So there's that. Alright, so you just modeled that, made it stick to my face. Boom, button, pow, good. Now I need to blend this in with my skin, because clearly it does not match up at all, okay? All that takes is a little bit of color attribute or vertex thingamajigger, like you're seeing right now, to blend in a holdout into the actual texture itself, right? Seemingly amazing, I know. Applaud. Stop it. You're too kind.